Alright, I know you see me standing here. Do I look good, my dear? Looking episode 101. That was a Zoe 101 reference, in case you didn't catch it. Which was an interesting show. It had its ups and downs. Regardless, the show here today is the show of, our usual, what the heck we doing? Well, first and foremost, we're putting these up, getting some trash tossed in here, and checking our mail. Devad Cosby, thank you for visiting Pierre's. Yeah, basically, Pierre gave us some money. Delta, I am creating an enchanted staff of phenomenal power. However, I'm missing something, an iridium bar. I'm willing to pay you 5 times the market value for it. Bring it as soon as you can. M. Rasmodius, Wizard. Wizard is creating a staff of phenomenal power. Who knows what it's for? He needs an iridium bar to finish it. Well, he's going to pay us 5x the amount, so it's not what I would call a loss by any stretch of the imagination. That's actually a pretty good amount, all things considered. Right, the first things first, of course, we've got our routine to go through, and once that is taken care of, I will see you all here, and we will figure out, as I said, what the heck exactly are we doing for the day? So, let's find out. Alright, we are back, and you might be wondering, what the heck are you doing with these ancient fruit? Are you going to sell them? I am not going to sell them. I am going to sell everything else in this little section here. The reason I've got these out is this. Yet another round of the starfruit wines are ready. And as they're not yet done in the casks, and I do believe we have a fair bit that are back in the house still waiting to be sold, or still waiting to be thrown into the casks once they're done, this might be a set that ultimately gets sold. So with 68 total, so close to a nice number yet so far, that is what I'm going to be using these for, and I'll probably grab another 3, even though they will be high quality, and I am going to put them in. We're going to make some ancient fruit wine. That's right, we're going there. We are actually doing it. This is our first time making the ancient fruit wine as well, because all the other ones have been either blueberry, strawberry, starfruit, and I think we've had some other ones in there, but we've not used the ancient fruit for this yet, so this will be our first time doing that. So let's go grab 4 more of those, and then we will finish this out. That is a pretty good chunk of change, so I'm going to take a look at basically how many casks we've got in there, and we'll kind of make a decision on, do I want to wait? Do I want to, toss these in there? What I want to do? Because still undecided, so with a little bit more information, we can make a more informed decision. Alright, that is the ancient fruit going. Let's take a look. We should have another 68 in here. Oh, we have 40 in here. Okay, well, we definitely have enough space. But wow, that is a lot of money. I should check, though, how many casks we have in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then, let's see, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. We've also got one we can't get right there. So 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60. 64, 65, 66, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70. 1, 2, 3, 4, 80. 1, 2, 3, 4, 94. 94 is the total we have here. I'm going to take a sign, and I'm going to put it over there so I know how many I have exactly. And I might still have that somewhere. If not, I can always craft it, and I think I probably will have to craft it. But let's go ahead and craft it, because that is an important piece of information to know. So, what that means with 94 casks is we've got some excess here. So 14, that'll give us another 44,000. We don't need to be waiting on that. Once they're done, and we'll swap them out. I probably will try to get them all set to the same timer, though. But for now, those are getting sold. Also, we've got more gold bars, and I am going to use those pretty soon here. We are running low on gold, and I need to fix that as well. But we'll get to that when we get to that. We're kind of just poking around here and getting some stuff filled out. But the first thing I want to do today is, if I can find it, there it is, do that quest for the wizard, and also visit the traveling merchant while we're there, because, we're already on our way for that, so we might as well. And we'll check in on the raccoon family as well and see kind of how they're doing. I wouldn't say really day reset, but I loaded the game up just long enough to check on Robin's shop and see if there was any other thing available for, like, you know, was there anybody else that needed a house or something like that? The answer is no. There are no more community upgrades like that specifically from Robin. So on that front, we are pretty much done there. We can still buy the upgrades to, like, expand our house, and I might end up doing that today, actually, and just go ahead and knocking all those out, but we'll see. For now, I'm not going to worry about it. Instead, I'm going to give you this. Precious Iridium. You've done well, Delta. You have my gratitude. Now leave. Alrighty. 5,000 G. As he said. I can absolutely bring Kent a snow yam, and that would get us one closer to a prize ticket, so I probably will do that as well. Seems like an easy enough thing to do. In our aquatic overpopulation, we need one more squid, which should be easy enough to find as well, so we might knock out a couple of those. Or these 264? It's not great for hunting around, but ah well. Rather than try to dig one up, I think for the time being I will probably just grab one from the chest over here. Nope, that's not the right chest from... Well, no, we could just dig one up. We might as well. So we'll drop these off. Drop those off. There was one other thing I was going to grab while I was here, and now I forgot what it was. Oh, these, yeah. The quality sprinklers. These can go. I want to go ahead and sell those. And now that we've got more gold, I do also want to make more quality sprinklers. I'm going to keep myself down to about... I'm going to start with 10 and see basically how many more do I need, because I actually don't think it's that many more, admittedly. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it goes here, right, because this was in the way. So this will go here, and then this will just get as far out that way as we can. I don't think we need to do this, but I'm going to put one there anyway. There's no reason not to. We're going to fill this out as much as we can. So that's the left side of the farm. Let's take a look at the right. They would go here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5. They would go here and here. That's easy enough. Meanwhile, over here, I'm probably going to reset where I have this. So I can only plant to here, so it'd be like 1, 2, 1, 2. It'd be about here. Just gonna clear out some of these. It doesn't really matter which ones we do right away. So 1, 2, 1, 2. So here would be the next logical step. But as we don't need to water that direction, here would actually be it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here would get up to... Chicken statue, nice. This is about what the tiles would look like for this. So that'll give us an idea of going forward. So we put 1, 2, 3. 1. Of course, that would only get... Well, no, because I do want to leave the space. I do want to leave the space. Also, since it's here... Ooh, coal. Thank you. Gladly take that. And then we have the snow yam we need. Yeah, this might be more just construction of our yard today than anything else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I will go ahead and make a few more. Hi, Callie. I will go ahead and make a few more, I think. Like I said, I want to keep my gold bars above 10 at any given time. So I'm actually going to make 2 more, which will drop us down to 8, but we're going to get another 2 from this. So this is all we can make right now until I go mining for more gold. That will be another 8K at the very least. I'll drop that off. We couldn't have gotten there anyway because Clint's not open on Friday, so we're no real loss there. I can put these up. So yeah, it looks like we'll kind of finish up our yardening instead of gardening. And I do think I'm going to go ahead and take all these out. There's no reason that we can't get iridium sprinklers across the entire thing before the season ends. Like, come on now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are relatively easy because we just follow the pattern. These we can switch up. So I'm not going to let the pattern indirectly screw me here. And we might actually have enough here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we don't need 2 scarecrows that close together. We'll put it like here, and that should do perfectly well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's close enough, of course. And there we go. We've got plenty of extra. Let's celebrate. I was going to say hopefully with some coal, but nope, no dice there. Alright, cool. I don't actually know what to do with those iridium sprinklers. I'm not going to give those up in case I do need them for something. The regular ones, though, or the quality ones, it's time to say goodbye. We've had them for a good long while. They've been extremely useful, but yeah, that is it. We've moved on at long last. I know a lot of people are probably thinking, oh, you should have just done those in the first place, but remember, that was hard to come by at one point in time. Iridium was not easy to just stroll up any old place and find it. And we're lucky that now that's not true, but at one point in time it was definitely rather difficult. With that, let's grab our usual gear here, because we are going to do some fishing after this. That's obviously for Kent. Do I have any bait or anything like that that I would like to take with me? Yeah, that'll work. We're okay on the lures right now. I'm actually going to switch this up and go with this for the time being. Alright. I'm going to take these really quickly because I do want to get the powder melons planted. I know they're not worth a ton or anything, but might as well get a good jump on them. There we go. I don't know if those are used in any crafting recipes. I feel like surely they gotta be in at least one, right? I don't feel like it's unreasonable to assume at least one crafting recipe would have that. Kent, where are you? Hey, there you are. I'll take up fishing and give me something to do. Well, hello, Delta. You brought me the item I asked for. It looks perfect. Here's a little something for your trouble. Thank you, my guy. You enjoy that. Still gonna be waiting for Monday for another quest to pop up. I did see that panning spot, but I don't have my pan. And even if I did, it's not that big of a deal, honestly. I might... I think I'm going to leave these as they are for now. I'm not going to touch them anymore. I don't want to use up the bait for the time being, and especially not the deluxe bait. So I think I'm going to leave those as they are. So I'll put these here. I will move these down here. So let me keep an eye on my coal, and let's get fishing. Oh, before we do that, it's a snowy day. I want to check. Normally, it's only available on rainy days, but you don't get rainy days in the winter. You get snowy days. Ah, not here. Okay. Well, maybe I'll try using a rain totem and see what happens. I don't actually know if that would work here, but it could. So I'll keep that in mind as I design this rhyme to explain in due time. You can tell what I've been listening to recently. But I will keep it in mind, and once we get back, yeah, maybe I'll craft a rain totem and see if we can't get some rain. Because I'm starting to think now, actually, it is possible. Like, thinking through previous looks at the wiki, I think it technically is possible to get rain in the winter, but you specifically have to use a rain totem to make it happen. You wouldn't get it otherwise. So for now, we're just going to fish, do our thing here. Keep it nice and simple, nice and classy. It's like old school Stardew. Back in spring 1 of year 1. Look how far we have come as well. multi-millionaire, huge fleshed out house, friends with everybody in town, access to very rare materials. Have our second farm on an island. Things have been looking up for us. Alright, let's head back. We have a little bit of extra time here, and that is part of the reason I'm actually heading back early is that and also low energy, but this will give us a good opportunity at the same time to make a little bit more extra income by resetting the mayonnaise and the cheese as well. So I'm going to try to take advantage of that too. We'll see how it goes. It will be nice to not have to run through or between as many sprinklers now. That will be another big advantage. Let's take a look here. I do want to swap some of these out just to make sure I have enough. So making sure that I've got, like, ideally 3 of each probably would be extremely helpful. I know I've got plenty of squids, so those I'm actually okay on. Anything else in here? Not really. Okay. Just on the off chance that it's like, oh, you're actually going to need a ton of this fish for crafting recipes soon, and this is the only season where that it shows up, and then you won't be able to get to it anymore for a good amount of time. I want to try to prevent that from happening. Knowing it's entirely possible what I'm placing in what I'm placing in here right now might accidentally screw me, which would be a little funny. It would be sad, but it would also be funny. Let's put in some of these. Don't think I'm going to have time, actually, to place those. Go, 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 go. Yeah, just barely. Just barely. Alright, so I only had time to reset the cheese, but that's okay. Also, I did finish Aquatic Overpopulation, as you probably saw. I had plenty of squid that I just sold. 2 right there, and then another 4 that I smoked. So I had 6, and I only needed 1. So we are good on that. I forgot to collect the reward from that, which is why the exclamation mark was glowing. But we can do that right now. So let's shall. That's not how much money we have. That's how much money we have. That'll learn that screen. Spirits are annoyed today. What's the weather looking like? I forgot to do a Rain Totem, so I guess we'll go ahead and start with that now and see if theoretically we can have it actually occur. Major little treat. Dig in. Thanks. I will actually genuinely dig into that. Could be very useful. Let's dump all that in there. I guess we can go back to... Well, for right now, I actually don't think I want to smelt anything. I know that sounds a bit weird, but yeah, I don't think I want to. I think I would rather keep the coal and not waste it. Well, it wouldn't be a waste, but I don't need gold or iridium bars, no more than what I already have right now for any particular reason. So there's, yeah, not really any reason to do that. So, let's go ahead and show the routine. We're already a pretty good ways into it here, and it won't take too long since it is winter. And this is obviously one of the less active months for things like farming. So you might as well get to see a little bit of what it looks like now. Always helps to get a good eye view of it, so if you can see anything that's changed on my end, which probably won't be the case, but you never know. Something might come up and you go, oh, I don't remember that being there. Speaking of which, I see some ostrich eggs here. I'm very excited about that. I'm going to toss one of these into the incubator. The other one is absolutely, without a doubt, no questions asked, getting sold. It needs to be sold very bad. I want more on that collection screen, and finally, we're going to actually get to make some progress on that. Let's get that all put away. 600G for those. We'll all move over into the coop. Could build a second machine, but that's alright. It's not too big of a deal. And let's take a look at our ancient fruit in here. I feel like we'll recover these more than quickly enough to make up for any that I end up putting away once we've got, you know, some of them aren't grown, but most of these look to be just about ready in terms of they'll be producing weekly at this point. Apples. Drop those in. And there we go. Still waiting on the banana and mango trees. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Just need to put it in here. Alright. So, this is what we are dropping off today, as well as this. And I guess I'll go ahead and grab very quickly another magma geode. Oh, wow, we didn't even get a profit from it. Maybe just tossing the magma geodes might actually be better. But we can get coal from those. So I guess I'll wait. So yes, our usual with the apples, mushrooms, that kind of thing, the cheese. I think I accidentally put the... No, I didn't put the mayo away, because it was already going. Right. The ostrich egg, maybe the world's largest egg, is now one step closer on our donations list. So we've got this one filled in now. We'll still need to donate more in order to get the 15 of everything, but now we're down to the banana, the mango, and the radioactive pieces. We have to wait on this for a keys challenge to appear, and the other two, we're just waiting for the trees to be fully grown. So we're almost there on that. We're actually pretty dang close. So that'll be another step. I could check the island, and I probably should and will. As for today, what are we going to do today? There's not really any supplies I'm low on other than coal and gold, so I could do some mining today. I do have the extra ore nodes, so that seems like a pretty good prospect for me. But I do want to check the island first, as I said, so I am going to do that. Anything else? Anything else? Looking around for anything that might strike my eye, but I don't see anything immediately. There's probably nothing here. Machines, untilled soil, doesn't matter. Plenty of hay, total crops, those are all going. I think we're good on that front. We don't even need the warp totem to get out of here, so we'll do that. Yeah, I'm not really... Can't really see anything off the top of my head. Let me do some research on something really quick. I want to check something and then I will get back to you. Alright, I am back. Mostly I was looking at the obelisks, and the obelisks for things like Ocean, Mountain, the ones that are still in the valley itself are 500,000. So we're actually pretty close to those. I was looking at the island one because I wanted to go for the one that would actually be, you know, the most useful. That one is 1 million, and that's actually not too hard to get, but we still have to wait for having enough dragon teeth and bananas, which we do not have enough of either of those right now. So one other thing I could do is some island mining and try to go for that secret note. That is a tempting prospect. And it is possible to get gold there. So you know what? I think actually, yeah, I will do that. I'm going to take the spicy eel with me, as I'll probably need it. Use this for our speed up and just to get our health / energy up right now. Do we have any bombs on hand? We do. We have a couple. So those should come in handy. I think we're good to go. I'll be poking around in the mines, it seems like. In the island of all places. I was not expecting that. But hey, that's sometimes the advantage. Sometimes you don't know what's going to come up. You think you have plans, and then for one reason or another, you realize, oh, maybe that's not the right thing for me to do today. Maybe it's something else. Need a walleye. I don't think I can do that right now, or don't think I should, but I'll keep it in mind for later. I'm going to cash that in, though. I think it's just a house plant today, though. Nothing fancy. Yep, looks like. Those bombs would have been nice. Or fairy dust. Well, maybe we can swing by the island hut and drop off that fancy houseplant. Again, I did say I was going to check the crops while I was there. So it's as good a time as any to do that. Man, with that speed boost and, like, the blessing of speed, you can just go zoom here. Now, I did say, and I need to remember, Rain Totem. I'm going to be able to get back before then, so I don't want to spend too much time here. Oh, the starfruits are ready, though. Means I need to grow more of these. Oh, man, I might have a rescheduling of the rescheduling. I'm acting like my management is. That's not a good sign. Yikes. luckily the only person it's affecting is me, not other people, so it's not as big of a deal. And also because I don't want those to get anywhere near the farm. Yeah, that's a fair bit of change we got right there. Alright. Let's put up what I know I'm not keeping. These do need to stay here. I need to plant those right now, so let's go ahead and do that. Here. Yeah, I probably will need to make a farm computer. I'll probably just grab, like, 200 seeds, though. And, because, like, again, we'll plant them at some point, even if we don't have the space for it now. Do I want to drop all that off? I have to go back to the farm anyway for this and for this, and I also need to get a Rain Totem. So I'll do all that. That's not what I want to do. These are what I'm keeping. These are what I'm selling. Yeah, I'll sell that blueberry too. Let's make them into a square. Mostly, this is not an OCD. It's so I keep them apart so I don't accidentally click on something over here. So selling, keeping, Rain Totem is what I need to bring with me, and Starfruit Seeds are what I need to bring with me. This is a big houseplant. Alright, put it here. That's a cool looking one. I actually like that one way more. Yeah, alright, let's do it. I should activate the Rain Totem now, rather than later here. We've got one on hand, I think. No, we don't. Okay, whoops. That was my mistake then. What do we need for Rain Totem? Hardwood, truffle oil, pine tar. Hardwood, truffle oil, pine tar. Make it rain. Well, tomorrow make it rain. And then, yeah. Clouds gather in the distance. No, I'll just keep those in the summer chest. Same with the coffee beans. These will both go in here. I'm going to keep the pineapple for now. I'm going to keep these. Just have them on hand nearby my kitchen. Because inevitably, I know at least there's one thing for sure that we'll need it for crafting, for recipes. So yeah, let's do that, and then we will... Well, we can grab some starfruit first. It doesn't really matter what order we do these in, but we're closer to the bus stop, so let's do the bus stop first. Coffee and crab cakes, and the regular speed. Man, when did this turn into Stardew Valley F-Zero edition here? I need to figure out when you sell that magic cowboy hat, because I do have the Omni Geodes for that. Watch him be selling it today. You watch, he's going to be selling it today. He's not selling it today. Okay, well, that makes me feel a little bit better. I do appreciate, again, that you can swap out seeds of stuff you need. Like I said, like, oh, I need the plums. I can just swap out winter seeds, and I can swap winter for summer, so I can get whatever I need for those. It's very much appreciated. You don't have any recipes, do you? Nope, no recipes. Okay, cool. Good on that front, then. Hey, Sandy. I need to buy another couple hundred of these from you. There you go. That should be able to help you live comfortably in that oasis for a good long time. Alright, so that's the Rain Totem done. That is the Starfruit Seeds done. Now we just gotta sell what we have, go plant that, and then we can actually go into the mines and start dinking around in there. I'm gonna drop all this off, too. I know I don't have any mail. That's not what I was trying to do. I was trying to get rid of these. I'll hang on to that oak resin, though. No more trash in here, I don't think. Weird that the rare crows change. And they still don't go in order either way. Huh. That's bizarre. Also, we did have a Rain Totem. Heck. Oh well. I didn't leave the bombs in here, did I? I did not. Good. Alright. go sell this off and make back all that money we just spent on the starfruit seeds. That was a good bit of income. That was like 8K right there, I think. But, good news is, we're going to be making a lot more than that. There we go. Much better. 452,913. We're almost at 3.5 million as well. Our overall amount that we've earned. I think you only have to earn like 1 million for the highest point value from your review at the end of the year of year 2 rather. So we've definitely accomplished that. That's for sure. All right, let's give this trip to the island one more try. Willie's like, dude, I already had to drive you once, and I gotta drive you again on my day off. Poor guy. Oh well. We appreciate him, and we also appreciate the fact that he does not charge us extra for doing that. Because he's well within his rights to. At least it feels like he should be. These top ones up here first. I could also be using more of this farmland, and probably should. But I'm not going to make another trip back out there if I have not enough seeds to plant all the way across, then that's fine. But yeah, at some point we will expand further south and really get the farmland completely and totally taken care of. Whether that's now or later, we'll find out, I guess. For, you know, for a random guesstimation, that was not too terribly far off. Alright, well, as I said, let's go ahead and make use of this. Should be 15 exactly. There we go. It's a big old plot of land. Drop this in here. Go back for the bombs. Because I am an idiot that forgot where I put them. No, don't need it yet. Just grab that. I don't really think I need anything else here. Also, this was a love gift for Jazz, by the way, as I found out the other day. I don't think... Well, maybe I mentioned it in the bio for Jazz, but, like... Year 1 of Jazz's birthday, there was no way you had access to that at that point. There was no way. I say that, but you can actually get to the island pretty early. It's like you can get there within the first season. You have to go pretty far out of your way to do it. But you can do it. It is possible. Hopefully this won't triple stack speed. Okay, good. Let's say this might be a little fast even for me. There are limits, believe it or not. Alright. So what are we looking for here primarily? Gold and the final secret note. Those are the two big things that we're looking for here. So fingers crossed that we'll be able to get at least a little bit of gold. I don't have a watering can with me, so this actually could be a problem. Didn't even think about the watering can. That was all on me. Some coal would be nice too, yeah. Not say no to coal. Keep switching that up. It just does not feel comfortable to have it sitting the way I had it sat there. Drop a dragon tooth? No, no dice there. I am going to take my time to knock down a fair bit of these stones. There's a couple different ways that this could go in terms of pathing and all that. Because I could get stuck and not be able to progress due to not having the watering can with me. Which would bite, but, you know, if it happens, it happens. So I'm kind of okay with taking my time here, but I also need to make sure I don't get stuck in a bad spot time-wise and be on, like, floor 3 as well. So this first floor, I'll go a little bit slow and grab everything. Fight the enemies for some more cinder shards, which I'll probably end up needing at some point. But for floor 2, or especially 3, I might go a little bit quicker intentionally. Expecting that to be an enemy. It seems like a lot of them have been an enemy these days. Nope, didn't happen. Also, because I am kind of low on health, I want to be a little careful here. Over here, let's see if I can get you to blow up some things for me. Thank you. So those take 3 hits, okay. Alright, this one I'm going to go through a little quickly if possible. The other issue is, actually I probably shouldn't go through here too quickly, because if I get stuck on floor 4, where I can't get across something because I don't have the watering can, then I'd have to definitely go all the way back. So I should be careful. Come on back up here. I want to see if I can get a dragon tooth from you. Nope, no dice. Perch frenzy has begun in town. Well, that's nice. Also, I just realized... Yo-ho-ho! That was close. I just realized how low my health was. Honestly, I thought that was going to be the first death of the project right there. I really did. I thought that was going to be it. Would have had nobody to blame but myself for that one, too. I was just straight up not paying attention to my health. There is no way for me to get over there, tragically. But I do want to see if I can get that secret note, maybe. Hey, I can still get the gold ore from there. No treasure chest, sadly. That's going to have to stay there and live out its days. Oh gosh, this is not... I don't think I've ever seen a floor like this. Like, obviously this isn't a defeat all monsters to advance. It's find the switches to advance. Still, never seen it look like this before. Take those. Nope, learn your lesson from last time, dude. Learn your lesson from last time. Clearly you did not. Okay, now I'm comfortable because I can just jump back down. Come on. Where was this whenever I was actually looking for the monster hunters or monster slayer goals? Now I'm just doing this for the cinder shards because I know I can back out of here whenever. Mystery box. All right, how did I do on cinder shards? I feel like I got a fair bit. 40? Wow. Yeah, definitely did good there. Alright, cool. Let's bounce. Probably have enough time to plant those. So I'll probably warp back to my house, I think. I really hope that banana tree gets done. So I don't feel like it's that much longer, I hope. I really hope not. Whether it's this one or the one we threw into the greenhouse, either way. Alright. Anything we want to toss in here, these for sure. Don't need the ginger, the bone. I'm going to go ahead and throw all of this in here. Stone, sure. I don't really need it right now. Sap, sure. Go for it. Slime, clay. There's not too much I'm going to keep here. The cinder shards need to stay here. I'll leave the solar essences here. Why not? As for over here, we did get quite a bit of coal compared to what we had, so that is a nice plus. Oh, that was a loved gift for somebody, and I don't remember who it was off the top of my head. Doesn't really matter, though, anymore. Instead, it is going to be a loved gift for that shipping bin. Not to worry, we can confidently get to bed before the timer runs out this time. And there we have it. 14K for the day. Not a lot, but, I mean, it was more of a day of setting up farming for whenever year 3 rolls around, so that'll be less work for me to have to do. And it is actually raining, if the background is anything to show. So, can it rain in winter? You be the judge. So, this means that I will be able to pick up the Mermaid Pendant, which is the marriage item. As for when I'll use that, that's tough. That's tough. Sebastian's birthday is coming up next week. The 10th is his birthday. It would be kind of cute to propose to him on his birthday. But we'll see. I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. But that is another job for another video. We've reached over 3.5 million as well. Not by a lot, but hey, we got there, and that's the important thing. Until next time, this has been pitmarthroy here on Fantasy Farm on Stardew Valley, and I will see you all in the next one. Later.